Hey guys, so this is the third episode of No Filter, and today's topic is going to be the appropriation of hijab. So, this is something that I've discussed many times before when I was writing on my blog, and it came in response to World Hijab Day, which is February 1st, so it's coming up. But I've seen a lot of it lately, especially with today being the Women's March in Washington and all of the sister marches across the world. And I saw a lot of articles come out ahead of time about wearing hijab in solidarity with Muslims. Now, I know a lot of people see it as being something that is supportive and admirable when someone who's not Muslim wears the hijab for a day or for a few hours in solidarity with other Muslim women that wear hijab. But hijab is very complex, and I'm not going to be able to go over everything about hijab in this segment. I'm just going to focus specifically on this subject. But I saw an article that was talking about the actress Kathy Najmy, and she is a Lebanese actress. She was in The Wedding Planner and a few TV shows. And I've always admired her because, she's obviously an Arab actress. Not as well known in Hollywood, but she has acted a lot. And she was talking about how everyone should wear hijab in solidarity with Muslim women during this weekend, during the march, in response to Trump and his suggestions of the Muslim registry and banning immigrants and whatnot. Now, I understand the intention behind it, and I know that a lot of people do it and they want to be supportive. However, wearing hijab in order for you to make a statement about Muslim women is very damaging to the image of Muslim women because, one, you're taking away the voice of actual Muslim women who wear hijab, who could actually speak about wearing hijab and being Muslim on their own behalf, and two, you are playing dress up. To me, it doesn't seem like you're actually trying to understand the concept of hijab, because putting it on for a day, you're not going to understand the concept of hijab. Hijab is something that you struggle with every day. I mean, I've been wearing it for almost 20 years, and it's something that I'm constantly struggling with, trying to improve, battling judgment from within my community, battling Islamophobe. So there's a lot of things that go into wearing hijab. So to easily just be like, yeah, I'm just going to wear it for a day is a concept that I just cannot agree with. And while I was scrolling through Twitter today, I actually saw a Muslim woman who was wearing a flag print hijab, an American flag print hijab, actually taking an American flag that a man was wearing, a white male, and she wrapped it around his head and pinned it as a hijab because he wanted to wear a hijab in solidarity. And I mean, if I was that woman, I would have told him, I appreciate the gesture and I appreciate you asking. However, the way that you can actually show solidarity with me is just standing next to me, supporting me as I fight as a Muslim woman. I don't need you to pretend to be a Muslim woman. I don't need you to look like a Muslim woman in order to support me. And this is a concept I feel like a lot of people are overlooking. And when it comes to other cultures and other religions and other races, I mean, you don't go around and paint your face black in order to support Black Lives Matters movement. Or other black activists, right? Because it's disgraceful. You just don't do it. And I feel the same way when it comes to people wearing hijab. I know a lot of my friends have debated about this topic with me before because I am so passionate about it, and I'm always against World Hijab Day, and I always bring out an article around that time talking about how there are other ways to support and show solidarity with Muslims. But, the intention is great, and that's fine. But again, I just feel like there's so many other ways that people could show support and let Muslim women speak for themselves. I know there's a lot of Muslim women who don't have the opportunity to speak up or fear backlash from their community, so they feel like, oh, it's okay, let me just kind of push it onto somebody else and they can speak on my behalf. And that's fine if they want to do that, but they should push it to somebody who actually represents them, who understands their struggle, who lives with the same kinds of issues that they live with, who have to battle a lot of the same internal conflicts that they battle. So for me, it's more than just putting it on. It's more than just trying to show your support. There's a deeper meaning behind it, because really you are not going to understand you know, the conflicts that a Muslim woman goes through in a day. I mean, you could put it on for a day and no one could say a word to you. I mean, I've been wearing it for 20 years and I've had very, very few instances of hate or verbal assault or even, you know, dirty stares or questions or whatever the case may be. So people who would wear it for a day may not experience the things that they're hearing about. So that could also go a different way and have them think, oh, well, maybe, you know, these Muslim women are overreacting. You know, maybe there aren't any instances of hate because I didn't experience it wearing hijab. So we have to think about all these things before we start applauding people for, you know, standing up and dressing as us. I mean, we don't need these people to be out there speaking on our behalf. We have a voice and we should use it. And you should not feel that you can't use your voice. You know, don't let anyone ever tell you that, you know, as a Muslim woman, you shouldn't stand up, you shouldn't speak out, you shouldn't have opinions on things that are going on. It's your right as a Muslim woman. When you wear the hijab, you make the decision to represent Islam in society, and you want to be able to do that to the best of your ability. And so if you want to go out and speak to people, if you want to you know, set up a booth at your university, or if you want to speak to your coworkers or out in the community with different organizations about what it's like to be Muslim and what the hijab means and what it represents, then do it. There's nothing stopping you. And if there's people out there that are telling you not to do it, then don't listen to them, because those are not the people who are dealing with the struggles that you're dealing with. And so that is going to be my rant today. This is something that I've always held a very strong opinion about. So feel free to shoot me any kind of messages or comments about this and let me know what you think. And I will be posting my next video soon. And thank you for watching No Filter with Gina and Dina.